All right, y'all. This is gonna be a shorter video than what I've been doing for this week. Just because 2 of the days I don't even trade. But let's see. Again, we're reviewing how October went. So let's see how I have reviewed. Okay, so 13 and 14. 13 I don't trade because it's a bank holiday. 14 I'll trade because it's Federal Chairman Powell. It's a little harder to trade usually. It's just less volatility. Just not the best trading conditions. Okay. Um, Alright, so we're looking at this. So it looks like we have a 4-hour uptrend, 4-hour bearish S&T, 1-hour uptrend. But I still think we're gonna have a high time frame liquidity sweep on the downside because of the S&T. 5-minute bearish S&T with Nasdaq leading. Okay. I thought I would have gone down there because high time frame. Okay. All right. Let's look at what we have. Okay. First, we gotta clear this. Okay. And then, yeah, 9:30. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay. Let's go to the 5-minute. What? Bitch, I wasn't talking to you, Siri. What the fuck? This bitch just started talking to me. I never even talked to her. The fuck? Fuck she got going on? Okay. Okay. Alright, we have everything marked out for sessions, but let's see what we got here. Okay. Okay, this is what I seen. This is 100% what I seen. Okay, we have this not being swept. Well, it had already gotten swept right here. Actually, we could just mark it like this. Okay, which means for this to be completed, it would have to get down to this. Which means our bias is bearish today. Let's see what we can mark out though. Okay. This low, this low. Okay. Those are the ones I can really mark out. Let's see. This low, this low. Can't really mark out any of those, but I can mark out. I mean, it's not gonna get up here most likely, but let's see how it goes. Let's see on the 1 hour. I don't know. So we have this low right here. See, even though we're in bullish structure, this SMT is enough to let me know that we're most likely going to keep going. We might go up for like a little bit, but once that shift goes, it's ball game. It's territory that, I can actually use. Okay, I guess this is not taking SMT. Or not SMT. Sorry. Oh, seems like everything's good. Let's see what we got going on. No liquidity sweep pre-market. Okay. So we're looking for highs to be swept. Really, it just looks like London high. And then this high that is already gotten swept. So probably once this high gets swept, that's where we would go. Really good start here. We have an SMT with London highs right here. Oh, so it was a little different here. Okay. So technically it would be these highs. I mean, I guess it would still be these highs, but it would be like right here. Because look, these highs have already been swept, but I think it's fine. Okay, so we're looking for like a break of, we're looking for, at this point it would be equilibrium to be tapped into. I don't like that. We'll probably wait until London gets tapped into. Okay. Oh shit. That's 5-minute break of structure right there. Hold on, wait. Here we go. Here's something. A little some here. So we're gonna disregard this SMT because we kind of just fucking completely broke through equilibrium here. But we can restart with our confluences. So we have this right here, this low, and this low. Okay. Now we'd be looking for equilibrium to be tapped into. Okay. Here's the thing though. We kind of already tapped equilibrium, didn't we? Let me go back to this, okay? Let me go back to when the SMT was formed, okay? Maybe I just missed it, okay? This is where the SMT was formed, right? So we would start from right here. This would be where we'd be looking. Even though I wouldn't really want to trade with this, I'd rather have, even though right here would be the trade requirement, I would most likely, this is a lot of consolidation, I'd want the consolidation box to be broken. So right there, this is where I'd want to trade. Or more than likely, this fair value gap being inversed. Because that way, it tells me that this is what we're looking for. Okay, so put the stops above the high here, and then we'd have this definitely as a point of interest. This is probably, what else we got? I feel like that's a good, and then we'll put, we have a lot of consolidation here, but I think this maybe could be a good one just because it's kind of close. It's 1.82. We'll stay there though. I don't want to risk more than 1% here. Okay. Moving, but not moving too far. There we go. There we go. Alright, first take profit has been hit. Move stops to break even here. 50%. Second take profit has been hit. We close 50% of that, and we wait to see if full take profit will be hit. And full take profit does get hit. So we have 2.85 here. I wouldn't be surprised if we flip here, or we go down and take out Asian lows. But it looks like we flip here. Oh no, we just made a little retracement. We do take out it. Ooh, god damn, we take out these lows too. How far do we actually go? It looks like we just swept this. But I don't, again, a 2.85 is a great trade to me. I have no problem with that. So let's go back to what we had here. So first thing we had was an 850 enter. We entered at 850 here. It looks like we entered on, thought we would have gone down today because of the high time frame bearish SMT, but we were in an uptrend, both 4 hour and 1 hour. It's probably going to trend well. So here's the thing, right? We swept, we made that bearish SMT, but then we blew through 5-minute equilibrium. So 850. What are you? What was the first one? With NASDAQ leading. What am I looking at? Hold on. Right here. Okay. Yeah, because of this right here. And then we had equilibrium, which I did set up, I remember. Yeah, we did set up equilibrium here. Okay. And then let's see what happened, right? Because that's the real question. Why would I put in a trade at 850? Wait a minute. This is the 845 candle. I didn't even wait for the retracement. Okay. That's a good thing to point out though. So let's hold on. First one, I'm going to let's point it out here. Okay. Didn't wait for the retracement. Wouldn't have put in the trade if I did. Okay. Switched my bias to an uptrend because of the momentum shift. Got in off of a fair value gap, and now it just now did a high time frame liquidity sweep to the downside. I don't think I should have changed bias, but it's okay. We learn from it and we move to trade tomorrow. Okay. This is something as well. I don't think I don't see the reason. I know there was a big push through, but also it looked like, I mean, we made that liquidity sweep and we looked very good on S&P here. So, I mean, again, I don't think we should change biases. I don't see a reason why we should have. So let's put that in the, no reason to change biases here. Shouldn't have been biased at all. Okay. I mean, I think what it was mentally I was like, okay, cool. What are we, looking for? And because of that big upward shift, my brain probably went, oh, it's buys, because it did sweep London lows on here. Because again, here's the thing, right? I put in the trade at 850. Why would I put in the trade at 850, dude? It literally, that's so dumb. I didn't even follow equilibrium. I made equilibrium, and then I didn't follow it. There was no break of structure. This is part of the 845 candle. This top to this bottom is part of the 845 candle. Why did I do that? Regardless, you live and you learn. We just know I should not have lost twice this day. I shouldn't have lost twice this day. I made a mistake. Pretty bad. But I also did want to see something. Again, we made this SMT just before, what's it called? Let me switch here. We had made this SMT here, right? I still believe that we go down here, but we could see. We'll go to the next day, and we'll just pay attention to it. Okay. We don't, actually. Surprisingly. But let's see what we have here. Well, number one, let's look at what happened. Okay. Okay. Uptrend currently, but could be bearish. It could form a bearish SMT divergence. We made it. I think that's after market opens and shit. I'm guessing it's because we probably cleared on uptrend currently, but could form a bearish SMT divergence. 79% candle extension closure, 5-minute equilibrium, 1-minute break of structure, entered at 9:04. So let's see what happens here, right? So number one, we are in an uptrend on the 4-hour, right? We broke the high or the low here. I mean the high here. Sorry, I apologize. So we are in a 4-hour bullish structure. That is true. So we would probably be looking for buys. Another thing I noticed though, if we're going for, we have to see how the SMT goes. Because here's the thing, right? We make an SMT, we're going all the way down to previous day low, right? So we'll have to see what happens here. Okay, let's go to the hourly, see what's going on here. Yeah, it looks very promising with an SMT. So I see where I'm seeing it. I mean, it's not a because yeah. So this would be one of those days where it's like it could go either way. We could keep following structure, or we could be breaking structure back to the downside. So let's see what happens. This is one of these days where there's really no trading bias. We'll just see what happens, what's going on. So remember, this is the key. This is the key level, right? This is like the key level if we're going for sells. Okay. Right there would be what we're looking for. We sweep it. And because I know this is closing, alright, so we're looking for some sort of entry here. I wouldn't want to trade in this because of the consolidation here. very consolidating. Like, it's like, yeah, you know? That's, okay, we have break of structure right here, okay? Now let's draw the equilibrium that we could go into and see if we tap equilibrium. All right, let's go into the 1 minute, see what's going on. So most likely, if we want to be in a trade, we're going to want to inverse this fair value gap right here. So let's see what happens. Again, we'll have to see where price goes. Right there would be our entry. Why would that be our entry? Fair value gap right here. $9.24. When did we get in here? $9.04. Oh, no. $9.03. Why did we get in at $9.03 here? Okay, I see why. If it's because we did the 79% candle extension closure. I see why. But stay patient here, and this is, in my opinion, it could be, it's still an A+ setup. Put it above the highs here. We're going for, well, number one, this is, what's it called? But really, we could shoot all the way down here. Do I want to do that? No. Okay, at the most, I'd want to go to here, but I think Asian session low is a good target for what I'm looking for. Okay. And we're looking to trade here. So we're selling 16 MES. Put stops above that. Tags me out here. Okay. That's fine. Surprising, but this would be our second entry here. So we're gonna have a few. We're gonna have again the low we just made, this low right here, and then yeah, this looks good to me. First take profit. Oh no. There we go. First take profit has been hit. Let's bring stops to break even. Close half of our position here. We're looking for this level to get hit now. Second take profit has been hit. And third take profit. And then again, my guess is it's gonna go all the way down to here. So let's see what happens. Oh no! Oh, it didn't. Oh! Look at that. The SMT is now completed. Let me guess. It goes up. Oh no, it doesn't. I guess it just consolidates, low-key. But I mean, my level that I was expecting it to hit got hit. So again, this is one of those days. Okay. I traded here, right? Again, I didn't want to trade here because of the fact that, yes, I made money, right? I made money, okay? But here's the thing, right? Okay. Nothing better than when in the week off. Just got to keep working, be more focused. Everything lined up pretty well. Had to liquidity sweep, follow my principles, and went from there. We'll review when I wake up. All right. What are we reviewing right now? We're reviewing this. What we see is, I mean, probably not the best idea to trade in the middle of consolidation. Because you never know where the market is going to go. Better to stay patient and look for better entries, right? So even though I, what's it called? Won on this trade at 903. Let's check what it was, right? Let's see at 903. Okay. So this was our thing right here, right? I'm guessing this was our only target. Is my best guess. 903 hits. I mean, at the most here, like, what am I get? I'm probably put the stops above here. At the most, I'm getting like a 0.79 to 1 here. I stay patient, and I get a 4.57 to 1. Right? So, it's 100% better to stay patient in this situation, because look at this consolidation. We know that most likely it's going to sweep this consolidation just to get to fill in those orders. So even though I lost a trade and I won a trade, I won more money in this process. So that would be my critique here. Sorry, it wouldn't be here. It would be we were in an uptrend, but I preferred going for shorts today because there were more draws on liquidity. All waited to see if we were gonna get a high time frame SMT, and we did. Followed all my confluences, and it basically flipped after hitting London lows. Not mad about it. The game's the game, and I'm just playing it. We'll review again when I wake up for the day. So again, right, seeing this now, being a little more experienced in the market, I realized that this right here is not the best to trade in, because it's not like, look at how it is on NASDAQ, dude. This right here is just not a good thing to trade in, because it doesn't give me anything. This right here, right, we have the breakout comes through, and I'm thinking, okay, cool, this is our trade right here. We inverse this fair value gap, we're going down. No, okay, comes up, boom. Look at this. Beautiful, swift, no problems, right? So, a nice day. So let's go to the last day of the week. A no news Friday. Okay. Again, we're clearing this. What do we have? What is here? So we have a downtrend on both, currently downtrend, but we have a 1 hour bullish SMT and a liquidity sweep to the upside. Also, if we close the way we are closing, we will break 1 hour structure. Okay, so let's look at how we're looking today. Okay, number one, of course, I mark sessions, highs and lows. Because they're the easiest to fucking mark out. Just mark out the, mark out the things. Okay, Most likely that'll be a 1 hour SMT or some shit. Or 1 hour, sorry, 1 hour, something. Okay, first thing I see. Swept, right? So we have this. It's not a high time frame liquidity sweep, but we do have this SMT here. And I know it's a higher time frame SMT, probably a 1 hour, maybe a 4 hour. Where at the same time, when we sweep it, we are not even close to sweeping it. So this is the first thing I would see. I wouldn't say this is like a high time frame liquidity sweep from what I see, but we would most likely be bearish today. Even with the huge downtrend we have here. Another okay, see here's okay. Another one I see, right? We have this bearish SMT. But what's the problem with this? Why is this invalidated right here? Right? Because we already completed it. Right here. This is where we needed to go down to. Where do we go down to? There. So it's perfectly fine. But then again, we also have, right? We have this hourly bearish SMT, but we also, as you can see, right? Okay, here's this hourly bearish SMT. But we have a 4-hour bullish SMT. Right? So it's these colliding confluences, but one is a higher time frame. So, what are we looking for? We do have the liquidity sweep before pre-market. It's on the downside. But is it smart to sit there and mark 5-minute highs? No. Most likely we're going to come down here again because of this SMT right here. So my guess is come down, sweep these lows, right? And then we start going back up. So let's see what happens on the day. Right. Market's not really doing what I want it to do here. It's good to catch a bearish trade though, right here. We actually missed the bearish trade, it looks like. It would be, hold on, I got you. Let me, okay. Because we could, again, we can go either way. So we have this 5-minute inverse fair value gap right here. Okay. That's the first thing I see, right? So let's draw out equilibrium here. Okay, we also have this fair value gap, but okay. Well, right there, that's what we're looking for. Oh, and that's an entry too. So we could do either here, all the way up here, here. But where do we target? So we have, right, depending on where we go, this is definitely a target we could go for. But we want to target London lows, right? Because we know that with this SMT, we could go with right here, actually. Now, am I going for a 6-8? No. I'm probably going to go like this. We target these right here. And then these are probably our 4 take profits we would have, right? But I don't even know if we'd have this one. Yeah, no, fuck no. We're not having this one. Are you kidding me? No. It's too much of a risk. We'd have it right here probably. That looks a little better to me. No, it doesn't even look better. Again, I want a 1-to-1. So I would probably, I guess I'd go with this low right here. Right, that's a little better. Yeah. Okay, beautiful. So this would be our trade here. I don't know what time I put one in. What time did I put one in? 9:03. High time frame liquidity sweep. Again, I mean, 9:03. Inverse the fair value gap. So we went buys today here. High time frame liquidity sweep. Pre-market, I'm guessing. Oh yeah, because of this, is that where we're talking about? I guess, but I think this is fine. Because again, we have this 4-hour. Oh my god, wait a minute. Am I having tunnel vision right now? I don't think I am. Because here's the thing, right? Again, my prediction here is that we're going to go down to here at some point, right? We're going to go down to here. But we're also, we did have this here, where we sweep these lows. Although it is not a high time frame liquidity. I mean, it would be a high time frame liquidity sweep. So, and we closed on the hourly. Yeah, this looks like a liquidity sweep to the upside, doesn't it? I think I could catch both the upside and the downside right here. So, let's get back, right? See, this is what happens sometimes. Sometimes this shit happens. It could probably go either way. But again, we're looking for liquidity sweeps. That looks like a high time frame liquidity sweep. Let's re-go into the day, right? Again, when we already have the pre-market high time frame liquidity sweep, we're looking for 5-minute lows to be manipulated. So we have a 5-minute low manipulated here with this big push upwards from here we'd be looking for either SMTs look so again we'd be looking for this to be touched, but again, so that's something we could do. We could just wait for that to be touched. But at this point, I mean, we'll have to see him wait, but let's go to the hourly time frame as well. I want to see. It wouldn't even be this. It would be this right here. Right there. And then we scale down to the 1 minute. Again, this is what happens when you're patient. This is where I would consider A+ setups. We touched an hourly fair value gap. We might even go a little lower if not, but looks like it's inverse fair value gap right there. Now, I'd probably put it below here, below these lows, because we have a lot of equal lows here that have not fully been swept. We're close to that point. Probably, I mean, there's really not that many targets to the upside that I have marked. Why did I not mark them like that? Weird. If we went all the way up there, we could go up here. But, again, we're not really going for that. We'd be going for right here. We'd be going for this high right here. And most likely, this point right here, yeah, would be our break-even point. Right here. And then we could probably go with this consolidation because it's pretty significant, even though it is pretty close to the the full thing. Okay, so this is what I'd be thinking here. This is pretty big, 87 pips. There we go. First take profit is hit. You see why I didn't just go below this low right here? Look at that. Came down, swept. I'm surprised it didn't sweep this right here. Let's put our stops to break even here and close half of our position right here. Alright. Let's see what's going on here. Close. Second TP has been hit. Close half our position, and we got one more. Let's see if we hit it. We're close. We hit it. It's a pretty good trade here. 2.4 to 1. Now, it's a key to stay patient here, right? Now, again, would I have won money with that first trade? Yes. I mean, I wouldn't have hit full take profits, but I would have gotten pretty fucking close. Like, I would have gotten a good amount of money. But why do we have a bias? Why is it everything? Right? This is what we needed. Swept the equilibrium here, and then that was it. So what do we write here? Okay. Did follow my principles, but patience is key. If I waited instead of going for 5-minute equilibrium. Actually, that's patience is key. Hold on. One thing that I am going to point out is that I should not use 5-minute equilibrium when the high time frame liquidity sweep is pre-market. Okay. So let's see what we have going on, right? So with these 3 days, okay, let's open the Google Sheets. Okay, and let's import what we have. Close positions, right? So we're looking from here. So we have 4 trades in total, 1 being a loss, 3 being wins. We have 2198.44, 2198.44, 2198.44. Okay, we have minus 1020 plus, hold on, minus 1020 plus 32.5, which we have 2212.5. Okay, let's delete that. And then we have one more, which was 1807.5. Okay, so far we should have 13, hold on, let's put it in. 13861.25, it looks like. No, 82, sorry. Okay, and currently in this stage we had 4,284. So, I mean, of course, you know, the one no trading day is the one day where I where I lost money. So, I mean, it's a good thing that I did no trading day on that day. But averagely 4284.64. Okay. So yeah, this is what it looks like so far. I also want to show this as well. I think it's pretty interesting just to see where we're at currently, because as we can see, it's a lot more green than, you know, red. Session results: 69% trade win percentage with a 90% day win percentage. It's one day that I've lost so far, and that one day was during a day where I didn't trade. So, I mean, it's good that I figured that out and pointed that out. But, you know, overall, pretty good so far. Let's, you know, do the last week of, well, it's technically not the last week of November because we have, or October, because we have this full week and this, we have 2 more weeks. So let's go ahead and get this uploaded and see where we have from here. Okay, apply settings. All right, see y'all later. Peace.